Live now for race 2.
So yeah, the starting grid was the order that the guys finished in race one. So we had Dempsey on pole. Where's he gone? Lost him for a second. And we've got Quinn in first at the minute, with Murray right behind him. In third place, we've got Nicky Meredith and Rabbit there in fourth. Dempsey right down at the back, so he's obviously had an issue straight from the start. So that's kind of a reverse of how race one worked out, with Quinn having the issue at the start of the race. So are we going to see another fight right from the back of the grid from one of the championship leaders? Let's hope we do. So Quinn is going to be extremely hard to catch at the front, but he's got Murray on his tail, and you can
And Nicky as
never,
well, yeah.
never discount Noel Murray. So yeah, Nicky Meredith in third place. Quinn already stretching his legs up there at the front and bringing Murray with him. Let's have a look down the field and see how the rest of the guys are getting on.
So who are we riding on now?
So on board with David Sheehan. He's a bit of a gap ahead to Paul Morgan.
Yeah, of course, David Sheehan with that classic. I don't even know how he sees out the windscreen of that car. It is lively, but he loves it.
So Michael McGuinness, close battle with Paul Morgan behind him. Let's head back to the front. Nicky Meredith, we've not seen much of him during the last race. He is having some issues. Bit of understeer from Murray into Hugenholtz. The quick part of the track now. Fantastic bit to drive here. Even in virtual reality, it's great fun to drive this track. Really, really challenging. This corner is particularly difficult. You're hard on the power from this point. You're running the car right out to the exit curb, and then this corner again. It's just a quick dab on the brakes and then fire it in over the curb. And then you're into a really kind of tricky, tightening apex here. Trying not to let the car oversteer on the way in. Very, very difficult. Then you're into the kind of more Mickey Mouse section here, the tight left-hander, and then a little bit of a squirt into, and Murray there, he's off into the grass, which is going to give Meredith a run on him down into the S's here, the Audi S's, and he's gained 6 or 7 places in right on his tail into the S's here, over the curbs. This is another one tricky here to get the power on without getting the car sideways. You head into Kumo corner here. Again, just a quick dab on the brakes, and then you're back hard on the power all the way down, flat out to the floor, all the way down the main straight here and into the first corner. So
There's got very short here. I'm just looking on board. Which means Dempsey's now stretching his legs actually away, but he found it hard to get past the Phoenix Park winner and former Formula 5 champ. It is Stephen Kershaw. He was making that car very, very wide.
he has 20 seconds to find though on Quinn right up at the front, so no mean feat at all. We're still on board with Nicky Meredith here as he follows Niall Murray. Murray now defensive, and he's having to let Quinn kind of romp away up the front, just to stop Meredith getting past him behind. Let's take a look at that gap from the outside. The two Porsches in the same libraries here. These boys haven't updated their cars yet, so not easy to see. Oh, Murray's wide and Dempsey's off. What's the contact? Oh no! So how's that going to pan out? And there are donuts in the middle of the track here. What's happening? And let's just back on board with Meredith. He seemed to come out the better. Murray's down in 6th. We'll have to get a replay of that later on. No doubt we'll hear about that. So that gives Rabbit a bit of breathing space there in 2nd. And Meredith makes another mistake. He's off in the S's, which allows McGuinness pass on the outside. Fantastic close on that car. Reminds me of one of the old 70s Le Mans kind of, what were they, 917s or something like that. I need to brush up on my 70s sports cars.
Yeah, 917 Ks. He's famous back from, I think, the the Le Mans news. Look at this.
Yeah, we've got Meredith has Morgan right on his tail. Let's take a look at that.
How did he stop that? Okay.
So a really close battle here for 4th place it is. Between the contact, there's contact. Well done. So you've got McInnes, Meredith and Morgan.
How did he hold on to that? One of the most difficult things, Rob, in sim racing is sometimes the contact doesn't really replicate true life racing. Sometimes the cars tend to just turn into ice hockeys and just race pucks and just spin off the track, but that was amazing car control to hold out.
So let's jump on board with Morgan at the moment, see how he's getting on. A little bit more of a gap between them now, but these guys are going to be back within a fraction of a second very soon. So a 3-second cushion between Morgan here and David Sheehan behind him, so he's okay. He doesn't have to defend, he can concentrate on chasing down Murray ahead. Murray making up a few places. He was back down in 7th there after the contact with Meredith. The guy is struggling to control these cars. What have they got? Up to 600 horsepower, something like that. Hugely powerful rear-wheel drive, obviously rear engine, and the handling dynamics of these cars are pretty close to the real thing. Developed by Kunos in conjunction with Porsche. So
that's right. Yeah, they actually developed these cars with a set of courses for the Porsche Cup and for training their drivers. So when we were over in Autosport, we actually got talking to some of the Porsche Cup guys, and they were saying it was really, really close. Of course, the big thing in sim racing is the brake pedal and getting that feedback through the pedal.
Yeah, that's one of the things we see. I mean, people are starting to use all kinds of setups to try and replicate the real world, in so much that some systems are even running hydraulic brake pedals, same as a real car, with actual AP racing brake calipers on the front of the car. So they're not actually going to replicate how a brake system feels. They're just putting on a real brake system and adding in an electronic pressure sensor. So yeah, some guys going to extreme lengths to get the best feel out of their sim racing brakes. So Morgan not really making headway on Murray there.
Just looking, Kershaw's had a spin at the back as well, Rob.
Okay.
So Dempsey's got past Peter McCann, which puts him right up on the back of Ronan.
Let's have a quick look at that battle. Yeah, so he is fighting his way through the field. He's up to 9th place with just under 12 minutes to go. So I think we can definitely see him. We can see him up at the top of the field somewhere, but you know, I doesn't seem to be kind of slicing through that field quite as quickly as Queen was. Elbow's not out quite as much, so he has some quick guys ahead of him as well. I mean, now Murray's not making the headway that he was in the last one either. He's there in 5th, but now Nicky Meredith.
This move here, oh my God! How did he manage to stop that car?
So that was Dempsey on Hedeman, right? So now he has David Sheehan in his sights.
David Sheehan, of course, relatively new to sim racing, but has really shown his skills and ability to just learn and take information in and apply it to his racecraft. Which, of course, is the whole point of the Race Academy, Rob. Dave's one of our drivers that we've taken in, and
yeah, absolutely,
really taken to this.
Yeah, David, a DJ by day or night even. So yeah, he's gone into this full steam ahead and loving his racing.
And this is really where this whole Race Academy venture comes into its own. Where would the likes of David Sheehan get the experience of trying to keep someone like Keith Dempsey behind him while he's got Niall Murray in front of him?
So this is going to be a real challenge for David Sheehan here. Is he going to let him pass? No, he goes defensive. So he's not just rolling over and letting the quicker guys pass. So fair play, David. But I think
the commentators curse.
That's now was a little bit aggressive. So I think there could be an appeal after that one. We'll have to take a look at that after the race and see. But Dempsey now on the tail of Mel Murray, and he's got a huge gap to make up. But he's going to have clean air, and he can just get the head down and chase Murray. Actually, Murray's just got past McGuinness, so let's take a look at that battle. So a 3-car battle here for third place. Nicky Meredith in third, currently leading that pack. Then you've got Niall Murray in the middle, and McGuinness right behind. So who would your money be on here, Niall?
Yeah, that's right.
My money's on young Murray, who's in the middle of this sandwich right now. Bit of damage on McGuinness's car. He's dropping off the pack here. Let's keep an eye on Murray. In fact, let's ride on board with Murray and see if he can make a move on Meredith. And he's on the inside here. He's going to get the cutback. This is the tight, twisty section of the track here now. Probably not too many opportunities to pass unless he can fire it up the inside on the way into the first hairpin here. Now it doesn't look like he's going to do that. It looks like he's lining himself up.
Tires will be starting to squeal at them now, Rob, like to be definitely eating those tires. And of course in sim racing, when tires go off, it's very unforgiving for the car and the driver.
A little mistake there by Murray, and he has McGuinness right on his tail there, ready to pounce if anything goes wrong. And you can see him right up in the digital display on the dashboard there. That's the rear facing camera that you can see. He's right in the centre. As they head down the straight, they all get the toe off each other into the first corner. The banked Tarzan curve here. Then into a really kind of tricky section, nice technical section here, followed by a really fast flowing section. So what's happening up the front?
Let's go on board with Barry Rabbit and just Barry's just set his fastest ever lap, I think. Barry, just riding on board with you. You set it, I think, your best lap in 2 races so far. How's it going?
Yeah, starting to learn the track now, which helps.
Good stuff. You've got a bit of a gap now, a bit of breathing space. You've got 4 seconds to Nicky Meredith behind you. Quinn's gone off doing his own thing in the distance, but you're holding your own there,
yeah.
Barry.
Yeah, happy enough, Rob. Just trying to just lap consistently, not make any mistakes. Because, as I said earlier, I keep saying it, that the other guys here are, far more experienced at sim racing, so they're a lot quicker. So I'm just trying to keep it steady and not make any mistakes and pick up some pieces, hopefully.
Very good. And how are you finding the new sim rig, Barry? Is that all working out? Where you've got all the motion on and everything, the VR headset?
Yeah, I'm in VR here with the motion rig, so it's fairly bumpy as you head up the hill there, about halfway into the lap. Yeah. It's after the first left hairpin. You get fairly thrown around a bit. The car is leaping off the ground. You can really feel it with the motion sim. It's hopping and banging all over the place. So that's good.
Good stuff. We can hear it in your voice as the car is actually shaking you around. That's cool. Good stuff. Look, Barry, we'll leave you to it. Thanks for talking to us. We'll let you concentrate on what you're doing.
Thanks, Rob. See you later.
So there's Barry. We're watching Barry from the outside now with the urban camo livery on his car.
He's coming alive, Rob. He's really setting in some fast sector times and setting his time as Peter McCann goes fast again.
Did we miss something there? Did Murray get past McGuinness? I think he did, didn't he? We missed that pass while we were on board with Barry there. So we've lost someone.
Dempsey has
McGuinness. Yeah, McGuinness has got past Dempsey. So yeah, perhaps there was an incident there that we didn't see. So who else is close further down the field? Fairly evenly spaced now throughout the rest of the pack. So the closest battle. Yeah, he's got quite a gap there. 4 seconds to McGuinness ahead. So there was obviously contact or some incident that we haven't seen. So can Dempsey catch McGuinness again? Ronan Hederman just passed by Peter Morgan there. Let's take a look at these guys. These are pretty close.
I think Ronan had an issue.
Yeah, must have had an issue because the gap was extended there. Kershaw having a few issues at the back as well. I think he's had another spin. Okay, so let's have a look up the front of the field. So McGuinness on Murray and Murray on Rabbit. That's the closest battle at the moment.
Whistle Best and on the server.
Michael McGuinness, yeah, he's set in purple sectors. So great stuff from McGuinness.
5 minutes to go, Mark, so everyone seems to be putting in PBs at the moment, which would suggest that the track is gripping up after the 2 races, which of course does happen in sim racing as well. As the races come on, the track is dynamic and will grip up.
So anyone just joining us for this second race who wasn't with us for the first race, this of course, the Virtual Race Academy Porsche RSR Cup, is available to anyone. So if you want to get involved, absolutely can. All you need is a PC, a steering wheel, pedals, and a connection to the internet, and away you can go. So to find out more information, obviously check out our Facebook page or check out the website, which is vra.ie, and on there you'll find a page for the online racing league. So yeah, go and check out that. Go check out the information there.
If you're interested, you can join us here on a Wednesday afternoon to come down to Mondello and join us in Suite 2, Rob. We've got 4 simulators here ready for people to race. It is PC only. A couple of people are asking about Xbox and PlayStation, but unfortunately we don't have that ability just yet.
Just getting back to the action here. Guinness dropped back a little bit from Murray. Murray's setting purple sectors here. That's his fastest lap at 1:37.3. And he's chasing down Barry. He's got 3 minutes to do it. He's getting pretty close there. Are we going to see a repeat of race 1? I think it was around this time in the lap, and it was for 4th place, I think, the last time. This time it's worth a few more points, and it's for 2nd place. So let's ride on board with Murray and see. And he closed the gap down to Rabbit in the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds of the race, and he's gaining on him all the time, and not just on the braking sections here, where you generally tend to get that concertina effect. You see it in Formula 1, you see it in any circuit racing, but yeah, he's gaining on the power as well. So stunning stuff from Murray here as he's battling the oversteer. The tyres are really going to be going off at this stage, and they'll be just kind of down to the canvas within a lap or 2 of the race finish. And he goes for a move. He's on the outside here into the Audi S's, but that will give
surely not, Rob. Surely not.
He's going to give him the inside here. A little bit of argy-bargy on the way out, but Rabbit is no, he's got the move. He's pulled it off.
That is sensational driving. Very not an easy man to get past, and surely come back at him now as well out of the straight with the C, but
no, Barry's got a big power slide there out of the final corner, so yeah, that gives Niall a much better run down onto the straight. So
it's so impressive to watch Niall Murray in Autosports, just jumping onto simulator after simulator. There were so many sims at Autosport this year, and Niall was topping all leaderboards, or was there or thereabouts. Really impressive how he can just jump onto these simulators and light them up. Ooh, big sideways into the corner there.
So let's take a quick look further down the field. We've got a minute and a half left to go at this race. So a quick run down. We've got Niall Quinn right out the front. He has just lapped Stephen Kershaw there in the VRA car. Then we have Niall Murray. He's going to be in a bit of air now, as he's got a bit of space between Barry and himself. Barry in 3rd place. Hot on his tail is Michael McGuinness. He has Keith Dempsey right on his tail. Let's ride on board with Dempsey and see, can he do anything to get past Michael in the last 50 seconds here. But they will have another lap actually once the leader crosses the start finish line. There will be one more lap to go.
Just riding on board here with Kershaw, Rob, and he's really struggling to get heat into those tyres at this stage, so I'm sure everyone's going to be the same coming into this last lap.
Yeah, huge understeer around the last corner there as the young board with Stephen.
Has he got damage on that car?
Very possible. I'm going to head back to the battle between Dempsey and McGuinness here. I'm going to try and take the inside here into the long right-hander, which I cannot pronounce. Oh, and he's off.
How did he hold that? How did he hold that? Unbelievable. So that's it, leaders on the final lap. No!
And can Dempsey capitalise on this, on the mistake from McGuinness there? Everybody's
I think all the
tyres
time.
really gone, I think, now at this stage.
All the tyres are going off.
Right round the outside, taking the long one, trying to get a cut back, but there's not really anywhere to pass through this really fast section. This is just flat to the boards all the way through here.
This is epic stuff.
So he's just going to have to sit tight for a little while. There's an opportunity coming up into the tight right-hander shortly. Gets a good run here. He's going to get the inside. Yes, he fires down the inside. Dempsey's going to make that move stick. Now he should be able to keep him behind him by just backing him up. Oh, and McGuinness is on the inside. And oh, they're trading places and paint.
Brilliant stuff. These two guys really firing around the track.
Yeah, that's good. A little bit of argy-bargy, but look, close racing. And the great thing about sim racing, I suppose, nobody's going to get hurt, only pride. So yeah, although
Min takes the win in this race. Lyle Murray's going to bring it home, and Barry Rabbit's going to get his podium.
great stuff, Barry, well done. So McGuinness will be 4th. Dempsey's going to bring it home in 5th.
Niall Quinn really.
So Quinn in 1st place, Niall Murray in 2nd, Barry Rabbit in 3rd, Michael McGuinness in 4th, Keith Dempsey in 5th, and just parks it on the track. Good man, Keith. Mickey Meredith in 7th, Peter McCann in 6th, Peter Morgan in 8th, Ronan Hederman 9th, David Sheehan in 10th, and Stephen Kershaw in 11th.
So that's it. 2 great races, Rob. Thanks again for everyone who's decided to join in and watch us live. If you want to find out more information about how to get involved, as we said, just either ping us a message through Facebook or log on to vra.ae and you'll get all the information there.
Yeah, that's it.
Next week is Monza.
Yeah, Monza next week. Penultimate round of the Virtual Race Academy Porsche RSR Cup. The final, of course, in Mondello Park on the 6th of February. Broadcast live from Mondello at 8:30 p.m. So yeah, please join us next week. If you want to join in the racing, then drop us a message. It's very easy to get involved. And if you need any sim equipment, do check out the website vra.ie. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next week.
We'll see you next week.